What would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just your face. You cannot use stuff.
A 10.
Oh, poor baby. Now let's try this again.
So I'm
You
not
are
a
not
10.
the most beautiful woman in the world. Cosmopolitan ain't trying to get you to be on the cover. People ain't deemed you one of the most beautiful women in the world. So let's go
So
ahead.
what would you rate me?
I asked you, since you want to bring looks about men into it, I'm asking you, what would you rate yourself? And the first thing out of your mouth was a lie. A 10. You ain't nobody's 10.
What is that?
You first thing you came out of your mouth, you said you're a 10, and you're not a 10.
My face is not a 10. I don't have no makeup on, and my hair is not done, and this is all real hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
I think I'm definitely a 10.
Cool. I bet you do.
I bet she does. I bet she does. Gents, welcome back to another episode of Modern Female Delusion. When it comes to men, we tend to have a very accurate idea of where we stand in the world. From looks to the general hierarchy in the workplace, we don't suffer from the syndrome that seems to plague every chick's mind on this side of the planet. But in the minds of most women, they're independent boss babes with a face worthy of being on every cosmetics campaign and a body that won't quit. In essence, the world revolves around them, and common sense is an affront to the personally curated bubble. Here's the first set of comments. A lot of rage in this one. She looks rough, but she is a 7. Stop hating. He looks like a 2. She is a 4. I disagree. I'm sure she can be someone's 10. Everyone has a different rating system. She was beautiful. She's 10. Well, it looks like the mob got here first on this one. As always, it just highlights the fact that women will be anything but honest, producing a group of ladies that will be searching for Prince Charming long after they hit the wall. Next clip.
Why would I help a man get on his feet if there are men who are already standing up?
Because all the stand-up men have supportive women and we ain't checking for lazy ones. Drizzle, drizzle.
A nice callback. One of the primary narratives that feeds into this feminist delusion is that men don't have options. Ladies, with transportation being limitless following financial success, all we have is options. We can buy a ticket to literally anywhere but North Korea in the East and find traditional values you wouldn't be able to understand even if you tried. It is why those who choose to actually settle down would rather grab a passport and travel a great distance than make a bet with something next door. The top comments are, same, why would I help a woman get on her feet when it's other women that's already on their feet? Women don't understand that the high-value man will always empathize with the average man, because he was once average himself. When he sees a woman disrespecting an average man, he's reminded of how he was treated in the past and is instantly turned off. Facts, and a lot of those women were still there when the man wasn't standing up. Drizzle, drizzle. Real shit, say that again. I think the comments here say it all, and that's why modern women continue to fail to understand. It's not that men don't desire women, it's that they, in no way, desire to debase themselves for something of incredibly low quality when time is on their side. Next.
How much you had to drink?
I told you, 2 shots and a rebel.
It smells like you had a whole lot more than
You
that.
want to smell me?
You breath smell like shit.
Cognac.
Yeah, it
That
smells
was
like
cognac.
It smells like cock.
That's all I could
That's
drink.
what it smells like.
You're gonna
smells like
fucking...
cognac.
Are you gonna try... Okay, if you're gonna take...
Thank you for your service. There was a time when I worked on body cam breakdowns with a couple of people, and let me tell you one thing. In almost every case, the most belligerent and entitled women were those found in the West. I actually came across one case where the woman's decisions led to a significant loss of a life in the other vehicle. All she could talk about on the way to prison was how she was looking forward to graduating, getting laid, and partying. It's a sickness, people. It really, really is. So the comments are, cock yak. That pissed him off. It's Sunday, for crying out loud. A lot of the comments point out that this is most likely a skit, but it doesn't negate what I said earlier. After all, art imitates life as much as life imitates art. There's a reason things like this enter the mainstream, and it's not because the West is full of upstanding feminists. Another one.
It's kind of sad that a lot of these females won't date a guy who lives with his mom, but would instead date a guy who lives with his wife.
Western female psychology is on full display. Criticize what's stable and find a way to dismantle it even further. When these chicks see a stable family dynamic, their single mom upbringing often makes them green with envy. By banishing masculinity in their respective social circles, they lose the traditional roots that lead to a stable life. In other words, when they see it, they resent it. This is why men do everything in their power to circumvent this reality for their own children in the future by going their own way. Nobody has time to clean up someone else's mess that they deliberately made. The comments are, dude wakes up, chose violence, spit facts, uploads, sleeps. Damn, he got a point. So true, never thought about it that way. Dude overcooked again. Bro is just burning instead of cooking. I see no issues with these. As always, for a unified comment section, gold stars for everyone. Women will dig icks up like it's going out of style to distract themselves from their own shortcomings. They'll rant and rave about being the table and other crazy things, but it all comes from the same shameful space in their head they used to try and grab that bag. Moving on. I don't even know what to make of this one. Is it Shamu cosplay? Is this the Little Mermaid before a 3-month hibernal cleanse? I'm really at a loss here. When it comes to delusion, there's a wide variety for Western females. You have the ones that nuke their marriage and wonder how everything went wrong, and then you have the types like Lizzo that often don't even make it to the wall because they'd rather have that 5th quarter pounder with cheese. Honestly, if I come across one more of those body positive mannequins, I think I might just lose my mind. Alright, the top comments are, didn't she body shame her background dancers? Is she trying to look ridiculous? Good job. Her turn to embarrass herself. You dropped this, queen. Damn, this sandworm from Dune really let itself go. Okay, wow. Merciless. Well done, people. I could not stop laughing for like 20 damn minutes. It's the sandworm one that got me. And as for the first comment, yes, she did. But that's not really the part that matters here. It's that it's coming from Lizzo that matters to make the comment more clear. You see, shame is an important part of the human experience. It keeps us in check before we bring a whole new meaning to the Hunger Games. Next clip.
Everything about women is deception. You guys wear makeup, heels, waist trainers. Everything about you guys is a lie.
That's not a lie.
Absolutely.
I could take my heels off. I'm still the same person. I'm just a little bit shorter.
Let's say I told you I was a lawyer. I had a firm.
Okay, well, that's lying, isn't
and we
it?
fucked, right? Then you find out that I work at McDonald's. I'm probably gonna get me too, aren't I?
Because you're a liar.
Oh, okay. But what about women wearing makeup?
Is
wearing
that a
waist
lie?
trainers?
Wait,
filters on
I would take
Instagram.
my makeup off straight
filters
away.
on
I
Instagram.
don't know way about being barefaced.
Makeup, women are fake. Everything about them is deceptive, guys. I told y'all. Everything about women, a lot of the times, is based in deception.
You've been hurt, heartbroken,
It's
and
the
damaged
truth.
by women, and I really feel like either a therapist or a good cry would change a lot of your views.
What did I say that was incorrect?
That women just lie about everything, that women care about social stuff.
The
that
makeup
women
industry
are all gold
is a
diggers.
multi-billion-dollar
Yes, it is, and
industry
it's
for a
also
reason.
very damaging for women. Hence, I
You changed an argument.
Why?
Because makeup in itself inherently is to deceive.
Or to enhance.
No, it's to make up for your lack of aesthetics. That's why it's called makeup.
If I take my
Make
makeup
up
off,
for lack of aesthetics.
I look the exact same. Oh yeah, I do. I look the same. Like,
Yeah, and I got a
suppose-
12-inch dick.
Do you? That's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
why I got so many hoes.
She definitely lost it at the end there. When it comes to chicks, it's all relative depending on personal benefit. They'll call it assault if a man tries to portray his career in a better light or switch things up, only for them to awaken the mob if a guy finds out that a woman isn't really a woman at all, or through the simpler lens like in this clip, wearing 3 layers of makeup to look completely different. The game is always just silly and guns when the shoe is on the other foot. Anyway, the comments here are, if you look the same without makeup, then why wear it? I actually agree with him. Makeups like hair extensions, eyelashes, eyebrows redraw, high heels for height, bras to hip fallen breast, waist trainers to press fat belly. Should I type more? But my question is, if she would look the same without makeup, then what's the makeup for? Exactly, and that's how a new case for the delusion argument emerges. Women are always saying they're perfect without all the bells and whistles, or worse yet, they'll say that they're doing it for themselves when every cosmetic decision they make is geared towards looking more sexually viable. Next.
Don't say that. This is my husband. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, babe, what's up? What you up to?
Just riding around with my side nigga in your car while you at work.
Girl, you play all day. Tell your nigga I say what's up.
My husband say, hey.
What up, baby?
Man, you'll find us out just like a fucking nigga.
She sound like a man.
Yeah, man. Y'all play all day. But look, I'm about to get off from work. You gonna have my food ready for me to eat when I get home?
I'm gonna have something for you to eat when you get home.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be home in a little bit then.
Alright, babe, I love you.
Sometimes delusion is sadly shared. I often hear the argument that women cheat for a number of reasons, but one of the least referenced is that many just do it because they find it funny. In some twisted sort of way, they think it's hilarious to fool around while the man's away and try to get caught like it's a game. Meanwhile, Chad is in the passenger seat about to bring that to an end. Well, eventually. This dude is pretty blind, and a little deaf too. I'm gonna be honest, this one was confusing as hell. So here are the comments. Nah, cause he trusts her, but it's clear as day. When in the Jada Smith going on, lol. Oh, bless his little heart. The audacity to say, I love you at the end. She's playing a dangerous game. Exactly. I got no idea what the end of this will be, but something tells me it'll end up on the news. Regardless, bro, that was clearly a dude's voice on the other end there. At this point, I really don't know if this is a troll or if this lady is just trying to prove how naive the husband is. Strange. Moving on.
I like guys that don't like me, and when they start liking me, I don't like them, and it's really sad. It's weird.
Possibly the most classic delusion in the book. Guys, this is what happens when a culture allows women to make all their personal decisions. The signals don't just get crossed. Everything just starts flowing in the other direction. I mean, come on. This woman is talking about it on camera with a sense of pride. The piano music can be a bit misleading to make all of this sound sad, but it's obvious she doesn't really care what the result will be for her life, as long as the spotlight shines for a few more seconds. The comments are, because you don't like yourself. Passport Bros keeps growing every day because of clowns like this. She has the mentality of a 12-year-old. Nothing about that is cute. Daddy issues? Nope, mommy issues. The only statistical daddy issue to be found here is absence, and I really doubt he had a choice in the matter. This is a thing most men here usually do before all other excuses in the book. Initially, young bucks will try to analyze to see if it can be solved, but you quickly learn what it really is. Nonsense. Moving on here, next clip.
Red flag that I see in a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mommy. I'm gonna give her a kiss. Hey. I give her a kiss.
Like I said, criticize what's stable and find a way to dismantle it even further. This one kind of ripped my heart out, but it's important to show it because, basically, all of these women just choose to talk out of their asses. They act like wounded animals to justify all the poor decision making, but they'll quickly hop on a pedestal to try and diminish the value of tradition and reverence. It's a character trait that pretty much all of them share at this point. Even with a miraculous shift in the paradigm, this won't change for a long, long time. Let's see what others got to say. The biggest red flag is having a mindset like yours. First OnlyFans, now they hating on our moms? She's a red flag. Red flag is looking like that and thinking you can get a good man and meet his mom. F this generation. Look, I'd like to say this is the only generation with 304s. That would make things so much easier to solve. But the reality of the situation is that you see 65-year-old broads spewing the same nonsense in a lot of these clips. The seeds are deep. Alright, last one.
Wait, so did you really have straight A's?
Yeah, I did. All throughout high school. I think I graduated with like a 4.5 something.
Because the clip with your brother, I mean, he did have a point. You got all those good grades for what? To sell yourself online?
All that study. For what? We just started. So do you just come on here to piss me off? Like, you're supposed to be my brother.
No, I come here to...
Like, you're supposed to show me love, not be against me.
I come on here to tell you the truth.
What the fuck are you talking about? What's the truth?
So when you leave here to go to Miami, you're living out your life. But
yeah,
then
I'm
you just
living
forget
my life.
you just forget whatever happens in North Carolina and what happens to me at school. Like I get like bullied, but not like bullied, like punched at, but people just say shit and that pisses me off. And like I just wish that stopped because whatever you doing here affects me at North Carolina. I've been getting name called a lot more at school. some random girl said, "See you later, Pinky."
Pinky.
Pinky.
And here we'll make one last point before hitting the road. It would be one thing if female delusion only damaged those who encouraged it. That's an isolated situation that can arguably be controlled. However, the main cause of these issues, one that made channels like Man Guide have to exist to fight this, is that this kind of mass hysteria causes collateral damage. That's why men are walking away, because that means that we got a chance to protect those we care about from crap like this. So the last set of comments are, he goes to my school, really nice dude. I hate his sister for him. She brings dishonor to her family with her selfish acts. She's lucky to have one person to tell her the truth whether she likes it or not. Poor kid. OF really ruins people. It really does. Men, as always, save your money, your time, and your sanity. To live among crazies and endorse their behavior will leave you just as lost. Instead, seek traditional masculinity and growth. This is the way.
No! Wait! No!
It is absolutely so wild to me that this man strung her along, not only her, but her whole entire family, to all the way up until the altar, just to say no.
Oh, give the man a bloody medal!
His girlfriend cheating on him right before their wedding, and he even recorded it, and instead of calling off the wedding, he played the video in front of everyone's family at the wedding.
Everyone, thank you for coming on this wonderful occasion, on this wedding day. I really thank you for coming here to my husband. Thank you for always being there for me. And baby, I love you. I truly love you. There's one thing I want to talk to you about, but I couldn't figure out the words to express it. So I figured the best way to bring it up to you would be to show you. Oh my God! What the? Oh hell! Oh
What was plan A? Don't fuck up. And what was plan B?
Don't fuck up plan A.
And what did you do?
Fucked up
You
plan A.
fucked up plan A.
If I find out that a girl has a certain body count, it's fucking rap.
Why do you care?
Oh! Now you fucked up! You know what?
Ego,
Let's have fun with
ego,
this. Let's say each of you, right, is dating your dream guy. Y'all been together for 5 years. 6'3", 6'5", actually. It looks like a Greek god. Everything that you want. Millionaire, etc. You go, since some of you girls are, spiritual and weird like that, right? You guys are like, you know what? I got to go to a fortune teller. And you go to this fortune teller, and she tells you, in 5 years' time, he's going to propose to you at Turks and Caicos, but in 5 years' time, he's going to become an alcoholic and broke. Would you still marry that man armed with this information?
Absolutely not.
No?
No, that's not good.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Ladies, you're interested in a man's future, right? Well, men, we're interested in a woman's past. We're different.
Tic-tac-toe in your face!
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now!
He's a 10, but he has an Android phone. What's his new rating?
It's a 0. Our pictures for Instagram are gonna be terrible. You can tell just by a picture if it's an Android. The saturation is crazy. That's a no for me. Can't even put that through Visco.
Guys, if a girl is gonna turn you down because of what type of phone you have, you should honestly just thank her for saving your time.
You are stunning. Wow. And you smell good. And you dress nice. And you have nice skin. And I like the arm tap. And I like your bracelets. I just like you.
You let her just run away? Will you please just and I'm the one who's unfit? Fuck yeah!
Melina, you're married to Destiny. Shout out to Destiny. If Destiny was broke and 300 pounds, would you be in love with him?
I
and
would
married
be
with him?
in love with him, yes.
Bullshit.
I mean, you could say that. I'm being
Stop
honest.
it.
I like
Stop.
him for his
You're so
opinions.
pretty,
I like
but
him for
you're
the way
capping,
he is.
beautiful.
His
Like-
humor. I like him for his intelligence. That's the things that I love him for.
So does
And-
intelligence pay the bills? Intelligence and his heart?
Because it's you. It's the
But
personality.
that's
It's
what
not your
pays the bills.
It's not your money.
So if you're homeless and you have no car and no house, nothing to feed the kids,
Why do you
want
but
to
you're
go
gonna,
to
like-
the most extreme examples.
Because I'm not attracted to people that have cars and money. That's not what I'm attracted to. Because people like you are only attracted to those things. You would ditch your guy right away.
My guy
Of
makes
course you
less
would.
than me,
But
way less
why
than
in that
me.
case? Yeah, but why the fuck are you arguing and saying that I would leave it? That because if you're the same as
Women
me.
look for men that have resources, that can be present,
But clearly
provide,
you don't.
protect.
You just told me you're not, right?
I know I'm a darling.
Yo, so you're gonna tell me how I feel?
Stop the cap.
And guess what? She did leave that simp. And the irony is that she left a man she was dating for destiny, as in monkey branched to the better option because of hypergamy. If the clown Destiny wasn't famous and didn't have money, he'd maybe be a lay. It sounds like she wanted an open relationship from the get-go, that she was only into his money and status. When she says intelligence, sure, he can articulate himself and his views better than most people, and obviously talk in front of a camera. But what she really means by intelligence is that he's an outspoken advocate of feminism and simping. He advocates the women to get the benefits of a relationship but not uphold their end of the relationship, which is the values and responsibilities of one. For example, she characterizes the wife and girlfriend duties as being the man's mother.
Every man wants to have a mommy.
Right. So guys like it when you act like their mum.
Yes.
Can you be a little more specific?
Imagine if you had a girlfriend that would just cook, clean for you, take care of you, let you play video games, tell you to go to bed so you have a good sleep schedule, buy you new underwear when you need it,
That does
and
sound really nice.
also that likes you and stuff like that.
Both are ignoring the fact that the man keeps a roof over their head and pays the bills. Along with monogamy, because she seemed to screw everyone else except for Destiny. And let's be honest here, Destiny thought he was winning because he was smug about being married to an attractive feminist. But in reality, he was the 304 retirement plan, and I think to get the green card too because she's from the super feminist part of Europe, which is Scandinavia. And ironically, she left him for another beta male. Maybe that's her type. Men that will literally allow her to wear the pants in the relationship. And if you think it's Photoshop, here's the live stream that photo was taken from.
Bro, this is Chris from Mr. Beast. Bomboka! Imagine losing your marriage to Chris from Mr. Beast.
Tabitha. I'm Tabitha.
I can't believe what's happening.
I don't wish getting divorced robbed on any man, but a smug limousine liberal like him needs to learn the lesson the hard way. Especially his followers, which are feminist and single mom raised males, who are probably incels, need to see the consequences of practicing what he preaches.
God forbid this happens, will it be fun if this open relationship ends up causing things to fall apart down the line if one of you guys finds yourself in an entanglement, so to speak, with with somebody who you might find a deeper connection with than the other person? Like if that causes the relationship to fall apart, that probably wouldn't be very fun.
No, it would be horrible, and it would be sad.
Do you guys have a high degree of confidence that your marriage will last for decades?
I mean, I married her without a prenup, so I fucking hope so. Okay, where else this motherfucker's gonna be?
My wife fucks other guys.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Win a feminist, lose your life.
You guys are gonna love this one. I met this really cute guy in the grocery store yesterday, Trader Joe's to be exact. He was standing behind me in line. I was checking out with my favorite cookies in the world, the vanilla JoJo's. I couldn't wait to check out, so I started to eat them in line. And he was like, wow, those must be really good. And I was like, yeah, they're amazing. And I took one of the cookies out of the box and I put it into his mouth. And he ate it and he loved it. And after that, we decided to exchange numbers. And we had a brief conversation on the phone that night. And I was actually really impressed that he said he worked at CBS. Like, that's very impressive. You work at CBS Studios. So he asks me out for lunch today. And he's like, hey, would you mind scooping me up from work? And I was like, okay. Thought it was a little weird, but whatever. So guys, I put in the address and this is where it took me. Yeah, that's CBS, guys. He works at CVS, not CBS.
The irony of this is that this is what the post-wall deserves, and at least he's good looking. Sadly, most post-wall women won't realize that they get what they're qualified for until it's too late, and they've wasted their 30s and 40s being alone, waiting for a mythical man that'll never be there, when they could at least have had friends with benefits situation with someone they were attracted to. Even more so, she's one of these influences that complain about being single on social media, that she can't find a good man, which is womanese for a man that lives up to her high standards. Granted, this female is even dating a famous celebrity and still didn't get the quote-unquote the bag, what most thoughts call a marriage. Let's see the comments. One of the top comments says, maybe he's the pharmacy doctor. He could be. Even a pharmacy tech is pretty good pay, but I highly doubt that's close to her standards because she lives in LA, so the man better have a title. And he could walk or bike to work. Feminists are usually anti-gas, yet most of them won't date a man without a car. And with gas at an all-time high, why not bike to work to get a workout? Looks like a lady from the Middle East comments, it's fine if you wouldn't have considered him for a date due to his income, but mocking it isn't right. She responded, totally laughed at myself. Sure, it was a backhand joke about the guy working a minimum wage job. It's another post to shit on a man because the post wall is frustrated with their options, or more like lack of options. Imagine if a guy influencer got a female's number in a dark club and when he met her during the day, he realized she's a post wall. Then made a video laughing about it. He'd probably get banned off of TikTok, or at least the video would get reported and removed. But if she's a strong and independent, then why does she care what he makes? If he's quote-unquote cute and finds her attractive, then why not date him? Don't these modern women chant love is love and don't judge and what every other cliche they have to accept their flaws, but not a man's apparently. Another comment said, don't look down on someone's job. You never know how time changes. It could be you tomorrow. And he could be the owner of it. You don't know that. Most American women don't care about the struggle. They just want to stand at the finish line and screw the winner. They want the vacation now, not in 5 years. Because Instagram might not be around then to flex on other bedwenches. They want that steak dinner, so they can make a Snapchat video to share with the simps that follow them. They don't want to save money by cooking home-cooked meals from scratch. Back to the video. What if the young man was in college as well and would become an executive once he graduates? He just needs to start on the bottom and work his way to the top. Her loss because she's not gaining any value. She's losing it while he is.
What happened with your... What kind of question is that?
I need some money, nigga. The fuck I'ma do with 200?
Well, if I want to go have a beer with my friends,
Yep.
I'll ask him, can we go? So we can go together.
And would you ever say, hey, sure, it's fine, honey? Or no, that is line in the sand.
I'm not her father. I can't tell her what she can or can't do. I can control what I do. If she wants to go to the bar with her friend, that's perfectly fine. But at that point, she becomes a woman that I do not commit to.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Her girlfriends have most likely been single their whole life, and I think partly they've noticed this because they have aged out. So the men aren't as motivated to make a move as they would be with a hot runway model. Would you be excited to eat a rotten fruit on the ground or pick a fresh one right off the vine? And then obviously the Me Too blackmail has scared men to not even be alone with another woman in a public place. Like or hate Trump, I'm not here to judge. He got sued for $80 million for just supposedly kissing a hag on the cheek. It looked like the Crypt Keeper post-wall feminist even lied about that. But because New York changed their violation statute to include even a woman being kissed on the cheek without supposed consent to be criminal conduct, and the regular courts are feminists now. So men, especially ones with money, aren't going to risk even talking to a female. Back to the video. I think her girlfriends are in Hollywood, so like I said, the fact that they're getting dates is a miracle itself. Because any one of those LA bedwenches can use a false allegation for a payday, and maybe even get to become a D-list celebrity if the man is famous enough. But just remember, feminists, just because you're single and you'll be single till you're 6 feet under, doesn't mean us men are going to be single. Because we can become a passport bro and go overseas and find countless hotter, high-quality women that would actually want to be with us. Good job, feminists. You've played yourself again. Let's read the comments. Top comment said, chivalry and romance are dead, and women killed it. Dave Chappelle. Exactly, and I think he said a decade before the Me Too era. Just goes to show how much these feminists have ruined society. Another comment said, "We are making a move. We've moved on." Honestly, in today's dating world, if she makes a move, then that means she's truly interested. That's the best dating advice I can give you now. Otherwise, females today are just teases. They'll give you enough interest to get relationship benefits for free. And then there's Me Too feminists, who would give you a charge if you misread them or if they suddenly withdrew consent the next day. So, feminists, strong, independent women, you're going to have to make the moves now. Thought you believed in equality. Go on, boss queens, go in for the kiss, if anyone wants a kiss from you. Another comment. A guy can't even look at a girl without the girl judging him. Do that at any workplace and you can get fired without questions asked. All she had to say is that you make her uncomfortable and it's a wrap. And you can get kicked out of public spaces like the gym if a Karen complains. Never mind the fact that these bedwenches are trying to thirst trap men to boost their egos.
Girl's such a catfish. What are you talking about? She wears so much makeup. She looks hella different without it. I mean, like, yeah. I would hope she's not spending hundreds of dollars on makeup to look the exact same as she did before she put it on. Okay, let me ask you something. What would be the point of makeup if you look the same with or without it? I'm just saying I prefer more natural makeup. Oh, so you like to do your makeup too? I support that. No, I'm talking about on a girl. Right, okay. I hate to be the one to break it to you. I really do. But she doesn't care what you prefer. Well, she should try to impress me. I can guarantee you that she's not going to put in the effort to impress you if you can't even put in the effort to shower. Oh, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You probably have, like, black mold in there, so.
This was, like, 2020, the beginning of, yeah. And I was getting hit on by so many, like,
random
people, yeah. And so I was like, wait, let me upload pictures of me in my wedding dress and when we got eloped, and just say, like, caption it, like, stop messaging me, stop sliding into my DMs, I'm married.
Right.
And I did. I posted it. Yeah, there was a lot of hateful comments. It got a lot of hate. It's mostly just men talking shit, saying, wow, you married this dude, like, making fun of his appearance. Yeah, it's awful. And he saw that. I've just never seen him hurt before. He's the type of dude that doesn't cry. Yeah, he doesn't show his emotions, but at that moment he was very hurt. And it was like a decision to keep it private. It's to protect him and also to protect me.
After that, she cheated on her husband.
Bella Portia's worth $12 million, but now in one move she's going to lose half of her money. How this happened was Bella revealed she was secretly married to her boyfriend Tyler for the last 3 years. She caused many rumors online saying she got married secretly just to get American citizenship. That's because Bella was born in the Philippines and only moved to the United States when she was 13 years old, so citizenship was in question for some people. That complaint is completely false, where she was given citizenship when her parents adopted her and even served in the US military. Her marriage was instead something she just did by her own choice when she was 21, but now it's going to cost her big because she doesn't have a prenup. Bella does live in the state of California, where the policy is a 50-50 divorce on all assets and income that came after they were married. It is not a policy that works for Bella because she got married in 2019 before she was famous, meaning she'll have to give up half her assets in the divorce. Which means her husband Tyler, who the public knows very little about, should be able to get $6 million as a divorce, as well as something much more valuable. And that's that he could get half of her TikTok and social media if these are determined as business assets. And he'll also likely get alimony, which is something 400,000 Americans receive, but only 3% of them are men. Big lesson is get a prenup, and with that, I'm Charles Perala. I hope you learned something. Portia's worth $12 million, but now in one move she's going to lose half of her money. How this happened was Bella revealed she—
Imagine this frickin' roller coaster that this dude is on. His wife, because they got married at 21, so they're husband and wife technically. His wife just gets astronomically famous on TikTok and all other social media just from lip-syncing videos and doing weird faces like that. Then she gets into the music industry and then cheats on him with Tyga multiple times. So that's all devastating. And then, you know, she wants a divorce and everything, but she didn't sign a prenup, and state law in California is 50-50 if there's no prenup. So this dude went from a normal marriage to his girlfriend being like an internet superstar to her cheating on him, and then now he's got like $6 million that he could get in the bank. A win is a win, boys. A win is a win.
And that's why you don't show weakness or your emotions, because that will make a modern woman, and honestly most women, lose attraction to you faster than she can drop her panties for Chad or Tyrone. And this TikTok influencer literally did that with a rapper Tyga. A man showing emotion or being feminine is almost to the equivalent of a woman cutting off her tits. Her husband was just lucky that he not only landed on his feet, but became a millionaire overnight. This is a lotto ticket situation, as most men are going to make more money than their wives, so it's a double loss to them. Not only they get cheated on, but they also get divorce robbed. So, the moral of the story: you don't have the luxury to be married to a millionaire, so don't fall in this feminist trap or try to reenact the crying scene from The Notebook and thinking your wife or girlfriend is a shoulder to cry on. Because the only woman you should ever cry to about anything is your mom. You're there to be your wife or girlfriend's rock and for her to cry on your shoulder. That's the job of the head of the house, which is the protector and leader of the family. As for her, she cheated out of a relationship only to be a bucket list screw for a rapper who has a sea of thoughts fighting to even be his side chick. Not only she's not trustworthy, but she priced herself out of the dating market with her celebrity status. Finally, a happy ending to a divorce. Feminists claim they want equality. Well, they finally got it. And I gotta say, King, you dropped your crown. Get your bag, your passport, and marry a hotter version of her. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.